I've been seeing a lot of things talking of the people making commentary. Interestingly enough, the ones I've noticed that have been making the commentary are wealthy Black people making the commentary about we should not be rioting, we should not be looting, we should not be tearing up our own communities. And then there's been an argument of the other side of we should be hitting them in the pocket. We should be focusing on the blackout days where we don't spend money. But, I feel like we should do both. And I feel like I support both. And I'll tell you why I support both. I support both because when you have a civil unrest like this, there are three types of people in the streets. There are the protesters, there are the rioters, and there are the looters. The protesters are there because they actually care about what is happening in the community. They want to raise their voices, and they are there strictly to protest. You have the rioters who are angry, who are anarchists, who really just want to fuck shit up, and that's what they're going to do regardless. And then you have the looters. And the looters almost exclusively are just there to do that, to loot. Now, people are like, well, what did you gain? Well, what did you get from looting? I think that as long as we're focusing on the what, we're not focusing on the why. And that's my issue with that. As long as we're focusing on what they're doing, we're not focusing on why they're doing. And some people are like, well, those aren't people who are legitimately angry about what's happening. Those are people who just want to get stuff. Okay, well then let's go with that. Let's say that's what it is. Let's ask ourselves why in this country in 2020, the financial gap between poor Blacks and the rest of the world is at such a distance that people feel like their only hope and only opportunity to get some of the things that we flaunt and flash in front of them all the time is to walk through a broken glass window and get it. That they are so hopeless that getting that necklace, getting that TV, getting that change, getting that bed, getting that phone, whatever it is that they're going to get, is that in that moment when the riots happen and if they present an opportunity of looting, that's their only opportunity to get it. We need to be questioning that why. Why are people that poor? Why are people that broke? Why are people that food insecure, that clothing insecure, that they feel like their only shot, that they are shooting their shot by walking through a broken glass window to get what they need? And then people want to talk about, well, there's plenty of people who pulled themselves up by their bootstraps and got it on their own. Why can't they do that? Let me explain to you something about economics in America. And I'm so glad that as a child, I got an opportunity to spend time at Push where they taught me this, is that we must never forget that economics was the reason that Black people were brought to this country. We came to do the agricultural work in the South and the textile work in the North. Do you understand that? That's what we came to do. We came to do the agricultural work in the South and the textile work in the North. Now, if I right now decided that I wanted to play Monopoly with you, and for 400 rounds of playing Monopoly, I didn't allow you to have any money. I didn't allow you to have anything on the board. I didn't allow for you to have anything. And then we played another 50 rounds of Monopoly, and everything that you gained and you earned while you were playing that round of Monopoly was taken from you. That was Tulsa. That was Rosewood. Those are places where we built Black economic wealth, where we were self-sufficient, where we owned our stores, where we owned our property, and they burned them to the ground. So that's 450 years. So for 400 rounds of Monopoly, you don't get to play at all. Not only do you not get to play, you have to play on the behalf of the person that you're playing against. You have to play and make money and earn wealth for them, and then you have to turn it over to them. So then for 50 years, you finally get a little bit and you're allowed to play. And every time that they don't like the way that you're playing, or that you're catching up, or that you're doing something to be self-sufficient, they burn your game. They burn your cards. They burn your Monopoly money. And then finally at the release and the onset of that, they allow you to play and they say, okay, now you catch up. Now at this point, the only way you're going to catch up in the game is if the person shares the wealth, correct? But what if every time you share the wealth, then there's psychological warfare against you to say, oh, you're an equal opportunity hire. So if I played 400 rounds of Monopoly with you and I had to play and give you every dime that I made, and then for 50 years, every time that I played, if you didn't like what I did, you got to burn it like they did in Tulsa and like they did in Rosewood, how can you win? How can you win? You can't win. The game is fixed. So when they say, why do you burn down the community? Why do you burn down your own neighborhood? It's not ours. We don't own anything. We don't own anything. Trevor Noah said it so beautifully last night. There's a social contract that we all have, that if you steal or if I steal, then the person who is the authority comes in and they fix the situation. But the person who fixes the situation is killing us. So the social contract is broken. And if the social contract is broken, why the fuck do I give a shit about burning the fucking Football Hall of Fame, about burning a fucking Target? You broke the contract when you killed us in the streets and didn't give a fuck. You broke the contract when for 400 years we played your game and built your wealth. You broke the contract when we built our wealth again on our own, by our bootstraps in Tulsa, and you dropped bombs on us. When we built it in Rosewood and you came in and you slaughtered us. You broke the contract, so fuck your Target. Fuck your Hall of Fame. As far as I'm concerned, they could burn this bitch to the ground. And it still wouldn't be enough. And they are lucky that what Black people are looking for is equality and not revenge.
Wow. Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh-wee.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Mask Off. This is episode 8, Focus on the Why. I want to give a shout out to Kimberly Latrice Jones. Very powerful words. It gave me chills in my body, man, just to hear that, man, because it speaks to, I believe, what everybody is saying is resonated, in my spirit, man, what she's saying, bro. And that's real talk.
Yeah, we don't even need to do the show now. I mean, that pretty much said everything I wanted to say.
That's it.
All right, and broadcast.
No, we here. We're going to get it when we get episode 8, Focus on the Why. First of all, this is Big Tone signing in. I want to give a shout out to the homies. What's up, Jake? Up under me. What's up, baby?
What's up, man? I'm chilling. Had a good day today and shit, You feel me?
That's what's up. How was your week?
Oh, the week was cool. Week was you know what I'm saying? I got outside a little bit more, walking, stuff like that. Still motherfuckers out there that don't understand social distancing, So but it's whatever, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry, Malcolm, I won't talk about you, but like
Did you have a lot of people trying to get in your face?
Oh yeah, all the time, man. Especially white people are always trying to get in my face, like just getting close. I'm like, bro, back the fuck up, like stop, please. You know what I'm saying?
Brave new world.
You know what I'm saying? Like but it was cool. Weird thing. I had a court date. I had a virtual court date today. It was weird.
Okay.
They locking niggas up in the quarantine.
I had a court date today, man. Ticket I got in Highland Park and shit, and they did that. I had to do a Zoom court, everything, and it was.
I would have forgot my login. Like,
no,
yo,
I can't forget to log in. I'll fuck around and they'll forget to give me a P in traffic, and I'll get fucking points on my license and shit. Can't do all that shit. Right. But yeah,
I dig it. I'm gonna move on. Dan, my man, how you feeling, baby? How was your week?
I'm good now. I mean, this whole week I was scared that that I got sick, that I picked it up. It's a long story, but
whoa.
But the test came back fine. We're good.
All right.
Well, I took my test. I'm legit, baby.
So wait, so you took the test and then you just got scared, or you had symptoms then took the test?
No, I took the test for like work and then I got scared. But then like I started to like feel like a sore throat, and I was like, I don't know what this is.
You said after the test?
Yeah, but mostly
you know
just
what that mean? That test had a little bit of
No, don't say that. No, the test came back. I'm good.
The test had exposure to the test.
No, guys. I just got past this. Please don't put that back in my head.
He was good until he took the test. He be good all quarantine until he take the test.
I know, man.
Yeah, right. How about that?
I left the house once.
Sprinkle some ooh-wee on this thing.
Ooh-wee. No ooh-wee up in here, baby. No ooh-wee. My man Malachi, what's the deal?
What up, though? Man, it's Malachi Lee. I'm in the place to be, man. My week was good. Actually, Saturday, I ended up speaking at this rally. Shout out to Sasha Joelle, man. She one of my good friends. She put a rally on in Redford, and she asked me to speak. So I wrote a piece for it and ended up speaking it. It was an amazing experience, man. It was, to my surprise, it was a predominantly white event. I was expecting it to be a bunch of my people there, so it was a different story when I got there. And to do my piece in front of them was a whole different ball game as well. What different than what I expected. But it was powerful for me. That was the first time that I really saw, like, because I've never choked as far as performing. Like, I've never like slipped up like and honestly I couldn't relate to that until I performed this. I really got choked up. And really got emotional with it. Because it was that heavy. Then looking at everybody, and it was like, man, they all white. They about to feel what I feel for a minute. And even after I got done, I had at least three older white people tell me that they felt they were able to feel our pain by hearing my piece, and I was like, wow. So that was very moving for me. You know what I'm saying?
I'll speak on everybody. I'm glad that you were able to express yourself artistically and just be able to convey a message, man, that people need to hear, man. So I'm glad you was able to get that done. As far as my week, I've been getting anxiety about going back out in these streets, man. I really don't. I'm gonna be honest. I really don't want this to change right now. I think this is too much too soon. You know what I'm saying? It's like overnight she pressing the on button, and I'm not really feeling that right now. You know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that we dealing with this social injustice issue. And I think a lot of people have taken it and looked at that Corona thing and just put it out the window. But I really feel like, we need to take 5 more steps back before we head back into what used to be the normacy. You know what I'm saying? But that's my week. That's how I feel. We're going to go right into my young boy and his motivational minute. Malachi, give it to him.
What it do, people? So yeah, today is motivational minute. I'm actually just gonna rap to y'all for a little quick second. I want to talk about responsibility. Responsibility is a term that's often lightly used, you know what I'm saying? But responsibility is really that ability to respond to what you need to do. So we all have tasks in life. We all have things that we need to get done. And I'm talking to myself as well. So, we all here with it. We all have things that we need to get done, and you have to respond to that ability for you to do so in order to get it done. And that's the only way you can really move forward and to really get stuff done and advance yourself as a person overall. You have to respond. Everything that's on your plate, everything that you have the ability to do, you have to respond to that ability. And about ability, we always don't know our full ability. You know what I'm saying? We don't always know our full capacity and how much we really can take and how much we really can do and accomplish and achieve. So you really want to keep pushing yourself to the limit so you can respond to even more ability that you are doing to make you more responsible. And that's your motivational minute. It's Malachi Lee.
That's dope. Hey, right, Dan, was that a minute?
No, it wasn't. He's a little sloppy. I
already knew it was.
Like 115, 120.
I was close.
You had a good range too. You was going real good. But we'll get it together. So now the motivational minute is over. I want to get into a little segment. Everybody don't want to do the Tony's expensive tech, But I want to talk about some things that I saw on YouTube that was kind of with everything that's going on. It kind of brought a tear to my eye. What are the things that brought a tear to my eye in a positive way was the protesters over in England and how they were supporting the All Black Matters Black Matter protest, and one of the things they were doing was taking slave traders' statues and dumping them babies in the lake. Yeah. Yeah. It's time to go, boo. So, you know what I mean? And a lot of, yes, look at that. Hands up. A beautiful thing.
Right.
Because to me, what I think that does is symbolizes how we are not going to be oppressed by the oppressors. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't follow the history of history. A lot of them slave trainers and those slave owners came from European descent. They came from Europe. You know what I mean? It started over that way. So, you know, I can't necessarily pinpoint and say slavery was established over in Europe, but it's good to see they benefited a lot from slavery. These fools took over everything, Africa, everything. So I was very, very happy to see them hit the water. Also,
things like that mean something, you know, like that. There's like some folks that I think it's just like it's just one statue that's just there, but it's like it's the fact that it's still there, like not just inside the UK, but like back here in the States, like in the South, like a bunch of those statues of the people from the Confederacy. It's like it's just a small sign that you just constantly see saying like, yeah, this was still there, and we still low-key respect this. And it's fucked up.
Yeah. Another thing too. We witnessed this couple weeks how they was talking about the Confederate flags. They wanted to get rid of the Confederate flags in the South and get rid of these statues that invoke hate. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them are the Confederate members of the Confederacy. So I am elated about that. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing I never really understood was the fact that why are you even celebrating when y'all lost? You know what I mean? How you celebrate a loser? You know what I'm saying? I just don't get that. You know what I mean?
It never made sense to me. Plus, it's like the same folks that could complain about taking the knee, like with the flag and all that stuff. Support that flag too. Like those are the exact same thing. Like how can you not see that?
What's your take, Jakey?
On this flag bullshit, man.
Yeah, bro.
It should have been took that shit down. Like I don't know why. Like I don't understand what they can't see. Why they can't see that having that flag is wrong. It symbolizes racism. It symbolizes slavery. It symbolizes everything wrong with this fucking country. It symbolizes like the shit that shit really hasn't changed in this country. Like why is that flag still up? Why is the KKK still around? It's just a bunch of like I don't understand. I don't be knowing about motherfuckers, man. I really don't. I just don't. Actually, for all my wrestling fans out there, Stone Cold Steve Austin, he actually went in on some chick online about the Confederate flag, and it was fucking hilarious. And like when I read his comment, it was like I just imagine him in the Stone Cold voice, like going in on her. Like he was like I can't remember verbatim what he said, but like the chick was saying like you know, the flag represents like history and Southern pride or something, and Stone Cold says like he was like what did he say? He said you're stupid. He's like, your stupid little flag represents, you know, slavery and oppression to black people. So your stupid little history and your stupid little Southern pride don't mean shit in the eyes of the rattlesnake, and that's the bottom line.
Here's a little fact. Here's a little fact too. It was some older white women who helped create a lot of those monuments down in the South after the Civil War was won by the North in order to keep the tradition of slavery and white supremacy going, they felt like they needed to honor those guys who lost. Malachi, your thoughts before we move on?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Jake. You know what I'm saying? They should have been took it down. And the fact that they trying to make a big row about it. It's like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had your turn. Y'all had your time. Let's make some changes. It's okay. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? We gotta change this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they should be tripping about it. You know?
There's a good book that I just bought that I'm about to read. It's called like How the South Really Want the War, or like How the South Want the War, and it makes a lot of sense. Like just from that, and like just from the brief description there, it's like it's like, okay, they officially lost the Civil War, but everything since then is like we've constantly like gave them the stuff that they wanted. So
yeah,
I'll let you guys know how that is.
I don't really understand that. Like, I've never known anything anywhere where the loser, he really much still get to shine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know in basketball, you know what I mean, they do this with children, and I don't know why they do this, where they give you a participation trophy. No, when I was growing up, it's either you win or you lose. The South lost. Let's just put it like that. And, you know what I mean? Yeah. And, unfortunately, that's what has happened. And it's just been a part of our stain in America. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
I am not sure where Malachi went.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope he's okay. Yeah.
What's up, brothers?
Oh no!
I see voices and I hear.
The fuck!
All right, hey,
have y'all missed me, brothers?
No,
conspiracy brother. Hey, how you doing?
Excuse me, silence. I'm back in full effect, like I never left.
What are you
sure
doing?
Y'all wondering where I've been?
No, we haven't. We've been having some great shows without you, conspiracy brother. To tell you the truth.
Silence again. I'm sure y'all wondering where I've been, but I've been out protesting like a black man should. See, I ain't see none of you simple-minded brothers out there, and that's the problem.
Here we go. Oh, here
I go. You're right. Here I go. Nigga, right down to these protests.
Don't try to shame me, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Oh, that's how you feel, brother? You don't want to be shamed? See, that's the problem with you brothers. Don't want to be shamed about not being down at the protest. We all need your protest. How can you rest if you ain't protest?
We can all protest inside of the ways that work best for us. Like, each person has their own role, conspiracy brother. Like, we're all in the same fight.
You know what I hear when I hear that? I'm soft. I can't.
Well, that's it for conspiracy brother.
Strong brothers.
That's it for conspiracy, brother. We're done with that, man. But I want to move on to my man Jake. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, man. Let's get into it. What's your thoughts, baby?
Oh, what up? Yeah, I want to talk about the dive a little more into the Kimberly Latrice Jones video. Shout out to her once again. But like
shout out.
Yeah, but like Tone was saying earlier, man, like that gave me chills. Like when I saw that video earlier this week, and I was like I started crying when I saw that shit. It was like, because it's that real, and is that power. Everything she said was powerful and it was true. And the main thing that stuck out for me from that video was she said we focus too much on the what instead of the why, and that's absolutely true, because we are quick to like judge people and throw them under the bus and and things like that in every aspect of life, and not even think about why they did what they did, or why they're that way, why they're doing these things. And that's pretty much like how you gotta look when you talk, like when it comes to like that's how you gotta like look at things, especially when it comes to the Black experience and like understanding our plight, man. Like, we not just out here just like they looking at us like, oh, we like being ghetto, we like being poor, we like selling dope, we like shooting each other and all this other shit, like all this negative shit, and they don't understand like the reason why is because these things were put here for us to destroy ourselves. It was put here for us to like not be here. It's pretty much genocide. You know what I'm saying? Like they want us to kill ourselves. That's why. And so many people refuse to look at that, especially like the privileged white racist people or privileged white people that just choose not to understand. You know what I'm saying? So that video just like she couldn't have like, I don't think she couldn't have like explained it any better. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like, because we do need to look at that. We do need to why are drugs in our community? Because the fucking government put them there. Why is there so much violence in the black community amongst blacks? Because of systematic oppression. You want us to kill each other. Where are we getting these guns from? You know what I'm saying? Like I used to listen to like one of my favorite movies all time, Boys in the Hood, and one of my favorite scene is the part when Furious Styles, played by Lawrence Fishburne, is breaking down gentrification to Trey and Ricky, talking about how did the drugs get here? Like black people ain't flying that shit in here. Why is there a gun store, liquor store in every corner? You don't see that shit in the white communities. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Why you look on TV, you see brothers pushing the rock, selling the rock, smoking the rock. You know what I'm saying? But it's never a problem until, you know what I'm saying, it gets to the white communities and shit like that. So it's just shit like, it's like people need to wake up. They really need to fucking wake up. And like, if this shit ain't waking you up, like I don't know if there's hope for your ass. Real talk. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's powerful, my brother. That's like, you know what I'm saying? Like like that was powerful. Like once again, shout out to Kimberly Tree Jones. That was like damn.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly, man. Because if you start thinking about like our disposition here in America, and I can't necessarily speak for the UK or Africa, but when you start thinking about our disposition here in America and how we have been the guinea pigs to white America, we have been the slaves to white America, we have been the teachers of a whole race to America. You know what I'm saying? We have been the inventors. We have been everything that you could think of to help keep, you know what I mean, the entertainers. You know what I'm saying? We have been everything to this country, but yet we treat it like nothing. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And you know, a lot of people say they want to go to Martin Luther King and how Martin Luther King, he fought for us to be free. Well, freedom don't look the way it looked today. You know what I mean? Freedom, I don't necessarily look at us as being free. We're just a remix of what our ancestors was going through. But I want to head to the comments. So anybody got anything going on in the comments? Malachi, hit me up.
Yeah, I got D Cool Milk. You ever drive a go-kart? I have. I like driving go-karts. What about y'all?
Malachi.
I have no idea what that's got to do with it. I'm sorry. I want to respond to our fan here.
Okay.
He said he liked the bird on my dresser, and he asked, was it for sale? Yeah.
Got the fan club.
I told him it wasn't.
All right. So what's going on in the other chat, Jake?
Yeah, here on Facebook chat, we got Mabel Woodward say hello. What up, though?
What
JJ,
up, though? That's my Dukes. That's my mom. What's up, my Dukes?
My Dukes always showing love. We appreciate you. JJ Ward said, what up? Patty said, what up? Sean McGettigan in the comments, always representing.
What up,
talking that shit. What up, Sean? Jennifer Sosa, what up, though? Actually, shout out to Jen Sosa and her husband, Mitch Sosa, who actually did some, made some shirts, made some shirts and like for like for like supporting like Black liberation. Some churches say support Black lives, Black liberation, and
Black reparations.
Black
reparations.
And you know what I'm saying, and all the proceeds to their all the proceeds for those churches are going to the Detroit fucking just why am I losing words? Fuck, it's going to a good cause though. But shout out to them, shit. And also Katie Jones saying, "What up, though?" She said, "Yes, conspiracy brother." She's very happy to see you, conspiracy.
Don't encourage him. Don't encourage him.
But yeah, that's all I got to comment so far.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Hey Jake, I want to talk a little bit further about what they mean by this police defunding situation, and maybe you and Malachi can give me some insight, because I'm a little stumbled about what that looks like. Jake.
So pretty much, like you don't know what defund the police means. Pretty much like taking away the funds from police department that like pretty much breaking down their budget and kind of like taking a little power away, because a lot of them funds could like go to like different things for the community. Like ever since the national ever since like the shit been going down for in Minneapolis, they started like a defund the police rally, and it got national attention. It's like making people like people are rethinking like law enforcement like in their communities. Like a lot of people, they're proposing like to abolish or defund police departments, which could have portions of the police budget go towards like services in the community, such as more social workers, drug counseling, mental health, and mental health care, and community organizations and stuff like that. And actually, I'm reading off a paper because I wanted to write this down because it's interesting information. But there's this lady named Charlene Carruthers. She's part of the Movement for Black Lives organization. She has an argument saying that police departments have historical roots in systematic racism, such as enforcing Jim Crow laws or serving as slave catchers. Because of these roots, the entire institution of policing in the U.S. is deeply flawed. She believes that abolishing the police by shifting their power, money, and decision-making to the community is the only viable option. So, yeah.
Before I get to Malachi, I want to say, I think I never really even thought about defunding the police till the subject matter came up, right, to be honest with you, because when you think about law and order, you think about we need the police to keep law and order. But then I start really looking to like what other countries do. Like in the UK, they have police, but they don't have guns. You know what I'm saying? So what amendment is that? That's the Second Amendment to bear guns. Maybe that's a conversation that needs to be had too, because you know what I'm saying, if people don't have these guns, we won't see a lot of these murders being committed unless they're using like knives and sticks and stuff. But either way it goes, it's a fair one. You're getting a fair one off. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, besides that, my point is this: at the end of the day, they need to put those monies back into the community, community policing. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, they need to go back to having the block captains more effective in the communities. You know what I'm saying? So the neighborhood community person works closer with a community. You know what I'm saying? You have police working the beat in the community. You got police that live in that community, work that community, that live and look the same color as the people that they're servicing. So you have a better understanding of what's going on to that community. I think that's some of the things that should happen. Malachi, your thoughts, my brother?
Yeah. So I definitely agree with all what Jake laid out as far as these other things, the other subject matters that the money could go to. I totally agree with that. But my personal opinion, I'm gonna give a little backstory. I was at heard this video that's what they want to do. They want to defund the police so that they can bring the military in at that point. And that'll be the order set is the military. They'll they'll be ones that enforce the laws and stuff like that. So if that's the case, I don't know if that's true. I'm just saying what I heard. But if that's the case, I would rather it be a balance toward, yes, they definitely could take a lot of that funding and put it and funnel it into those things that Jake mentioned, because those things are necessary. If you have a therapist, a counselor, somebody just to talk to, a lot of these crimes wouldn't happen, because a lot of these crimes that do happen, people don't even know why they're doing it. They just got bottled up energy, bottled up emotion that they need to do something with. They don't have a creative way to do it, or a way that's positive, and so they do it in these violent acts. And anything they can put their hands to do, they spurt their energy towards when that thing is not positive. So if you have funds that created positive outlets and positive help, you know what I'm saying, that's what we really need. Like that mind is a whole terrible thing to waste, you know. So if we have money towards that, that'd be a great help.
Yeah. Well. First, to your point, there's like laws that like protect against like us bringing in and like our own, I don't know, arms to replace the cops. But to like Tony's point, like when I first heard the concept too, it shocked me. But then I started to think about it, and it's like, what exactly do you need a police cop for? Like just what do you need a cop for? Let's just say that there's something happened at your house, and you got some type of dispute there, and then you call 911. Like, who do you need to come there? Like, you need maybe like a person to keep it safe, so maybe one half of a cop, but then like you need like a dispute counselor there too, to calm things down. When like you get when you get inside a car crash, like, do you need a police there? No, you just need a guy that can write up the whole car report, I guess. So like there are multiple jobs that you can use for the funds that don't involve having a cop there. I mean, but that can still be a part of the department, but it's just not. They're all just not cops. So
you know what I just thought about? I just thought about how when they show views of a cop in a small town, right? It's just Sheriff Charles, Sheriff Walker.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's who they go to. You know what I mean? And somehow the stuff gets done when Sheriff Jacob is there. You know what I mean? I'm just using Jacob. I'm not calling you Jake, cop, nothing like that. But I just use that name. You know what I'm saying? Sheriff Jake is there. Everything's gonna be all right. You know what I mean? In those cases, bro, you never hear about bandits, and I'm just speaking fiction, but you never hear about how it's a lot of turmoil that takes place. Maybe we need to incorporate that. And while they was talking about the funding in Minneapolis, Minnesota, did anybody catch them shaming the mayor? He did a walk of shame. Wow. Right. That's crazy. I thought I was watching Game of Thrones, bro.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I thought, because I heard his initial speech and he was with us. You know what I'm saying? He was like, this should never happen. I'm like, yeah. And then you see my man walking through, and they about to, if they wanted to jump. I'm surprised he didn't get jumped, honestly.
I don't know if you got the footage, but it was a lady that asked him, so what are you going to do about the police here? Are you going to defund the police? So he goes, well, I can't do that. The lady, they went, boo! Get out of here!
No, she
said, get out of here.
She said, get the fuck up out of here.
Oh, she said, get the fuck out of here?
She said, get the fuck up out of here. That's what she said.
Wow.
I didn't hear none of that part.
I don't have that, but I do have them doing the little dance.
This is brutal.
Who invited him to the reunion?
This is
He brought the casserole.
This is a white person fucking up the Juneteenth picture.
Yeah.
That's what this shit is.
That looks like it hurts.
You could tell he was practicing it though. To the left.
Yeah.
To the left.
He's not as bad as I thought. He's still on point, but it's just his rhythm is off. Like he keeping up. He's just off.
Counting the steps.
Yeah, but that's the song. Like the song tells you all the steps. It's not that hard to keep up.
True.
I'm be honest with you. I do not like none of these songs. You know what I'm saying? The Kirby Shuffle, the Huffle Shuffle, the no, Malachi. I can't stand them all.
I'm not even talking about that. Did he have capris on?
No, those are.
No, he
wearing capris?
He had jeans rolled up. They look like capris, but he had jeans like he like flooding them bitches, like he was in the basement in the flood or some shit.
Oh, those are just rolled up stylish. Rolled up.
Boy's kind of hot though.
What's that pump move he doing though?
That's to the left, to the right, not kick. Now he's walking it by himself.
Okay. All right, Tone. Go ahead. You was disrespecting community songs. Go ahead.
What you say? Oh yeah, I tend to say something that
you don't like hustle. That's cool, man. Whatever.
I don't like none of them, bro. I don't like none of them songs, and I'll be honest with you. And every time I'm at a family reunion, someone's always trying to convince. As a matter of fact, every my girl, she always trying to convince me to come out there. I'm like, no, I'm not going to the left, to the right, to the right. I'm not doing this shit. I can't. I can't. Now slide.
You too, man.
I'm not doing this shit, bro.
I got it figured out. It's not that you don't like them. It's not that you don't like them. It's that you can't do them. That's what it is.
I never learned the hustle.
Get frustrated trying to learn it.
I never learned it, man.
I can do them if I put my mind to them, but maybe you on to something. I just don't, and you know what I mean? And that's just like
I'm gonna give you a tip. The key is to not be embarrassed initially. You gotta just listen to the music while you out in public. Let it be embarrassed for that first time. You gonna mess up a little bit, but you're gonna eventually get it. So that next party you go to, you like, oh man, where you learn that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was at this other party. You don't even gotta say all that. At that point, you know it though. Go ahead, Jake.
I just want to say, you said if you put your mind to it, ain't really that much to put your mind to. Just follow the directions.
I just don't want to do it, okay? I just don't want to do it. It's too much for TV. It's too much for TV. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try something new. We're going to hit you with something dynamic. This is a new segment we just pulled out. It's called Quick Hits. And we're going to start off like this, where we talk about a potential, a certain subject matter, and we're going to give our quick hits about it. All right. So you ready, Dan?
I'm ready.
All right. So we're going to go. Number one, Brianna Taylor. As you all know, Brianna Taylor lost her life to social injustice. Apparently, the police came into her house while her and her boyfriend was sleeping and opened fire. I guess they was trying to serve a warrant for a raid or something. I don't know. But all I know is they ended up killing her and they arrested her boyfriend because of the fact that, he started busting back at him, in which he thought that they were people trying to break in. What's your thoughts, Dan?
Yeah, it's a shame that like this hasn't taken like a bunch of the headlines too, because this one is just unbelievable. The fact that they just walked into her house like that, plus that clip that I just showed that like the cops came to her mom and just told her that something went wrong, and then they started to question the mom, and then they told her that they killed her daughter. So yeah, we got to raise just make sure that we're constantly pushing to try to get these guys in jail too.
Yeah, we giving the same energy for George Floyd. Let's get the same energy for her and Ahmaud. Jake, what do you think about this subject matter?
I think that first of all, I think it's some bullshit that the whole situation is like fucked, that they just ran up in her shit and just busting and shit, and that that pissed me the fuck off. Like some plain like you just like. It just remind me of like the shit, like that shit like that war on drugs shit that they was doing back in the day, like with like just come in, like not tearing up people's shit, tearing up people's houses. They'll tear up somebody's house because they think there's drugs there, and they don't find no drugs there. It's like, oh, okay, there's nothing here. We're going, and then their whole crib is all fucked up and shit. This time they took a life, and it was like, oh, we killed you, my bad, whatever. These just fucking like that shit. Just man, like
Malachi, your thoughts? Go ahead.
Yeah, flat out injustice. You know what I'm saying? As simple as that. You know, they wrongfully ran up in the crib. If somebody run up in your spot and you got that toolie on you, you gonna bust back. That's how you do. So the fact that you can't do that. You can't do that. It's the wrong people. Flat out. You know what I'm saying? And they try to sweep it under the rug, but no, these guys need to be held accountable for what they did. Period. And that's on the whole department.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 2, we're going to the Democrats. And they kente cloth kneel down.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Malachi, let's start with you. What you think, bro?
So I'm a little bit different than y'all. I see what they trying to do, but that ain't how you do it. That's not the way to go. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tried to make it cool, tried to get in. They tried to force their invitation on the barbecue, and it didn't work out too good. So try again. Just try again.
Jake, your thoughts, my brother.
Malachi, we all see what they trying to do. Fuck these motherfuckers, man. Like, are you serious, man? Kente cloths? Like, come on. Like, you kneeling with kente cloths. Like, what took you so long to like, why are you kneeling now? We don't need you to kneel. We need you to change shit. Like, why are you? And then what? The kente clause, like, oh shit, they with us. They got kente clause. Like, what? You thought, like, I would have rather seen wear them. I'd rather seen them wear FUBU or some shit.
Daniel, my man.
Or Fat Farm. They're gonna wear FUBU next. Fat Farm. What's this chick name in the front?
That's Camilla Harris. Harris, I believe.
No,
Kamala Harris. Oh, that's Pelosi. Oh shit, I thought it was Kamala Harris. They look alike.
Yeah, she gonna fuck around and wear like some apple bottom jeans next or some shit, man, or some dumb shit, like for real. Like what the fuck? I don't know.
Daniel, your thoughts on it, my brother?
Yeah, man, I am hurt because it's like most of the time, like I am the type of person that constantly tells folks to like go out and vote and all that. But if the folks you vote for do this shit and not pass laws, then it's like y'all making me look dumb now.
Yeah, you got a point.
Yeah, my thoughts on this is, first of all, they own a fucking what did I call it? Democraticons. You know what I'm saying? Decepticon tip. And then I like how they strategically got the photo op and they got George Floyd in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? This is too much for TV. You know what I mean? They're trying to do the Wakanda picture. It's not working. No, I don't like it. Our next one is number 3, Oprah and the Super Friends Primetime Special. A push for the Democratic push. You know what I'm saying? For rich black people. Is she out of touch, Daniel? What's your thoughts?
Yeah. Yes. Next question.
Malachi, what you think?
So I'm getting like weird about this whole Democratic and Republican thing. Period. You know what I'm saying? I've been looking more into the Green Party. At the rally I was at, this woman approached me about the Green Party and had me thinking. You know what I'm saying? I think Democratic, Republican, it's all the same thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel like.
All right, Jake, your thoughts, my brother?
I don't fuck with Oprah. No, I don't. Like I don't. Like she hasn't been for black. She hasn't been representing black people and how long. I don't know how long. Like every time I see her on shows, mostly like white women. She catering to some white people issues or some shit. She shits on hip hop all the time, and the only hip hop artist she like really respects is the ones with money, like Jay-Z or whatever. I just don't. I don't fuck with
Will
Oprah.
Smith. She love Will Smith.
You said what?
Will Smith too.
Of course,
you love Will Smith too.
Of course, you love Will Smith. Like I don't care about anything Oprah does. She just she just I feel like she just find ways to exploit things and like make her money and shit like that, and like make her more popular.
I agree with you totally, my brother. My thoughts on Oprah before we go to the next one is she's a leech for the community. Her, Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, their time is up. Her and Gail, they can eat a dick and keep it moving. Our next one, number 4, Trump. He tweets that a 75-year-old man is part of a terrorist organization, Antifa. You know what I mean? I could be saying it right or wrong. Antifa, and he staged and botched his fall down situation by the police. Your thoughts on this, Malachi?
Yeah. So first of all, how old is Trump? Because he about the same age. Like, and like I don't know his date of birth, but I'm pretty sure he's really close to that man's age. So if that was him being pushed in the streets, he would not like that. Come on now, you got to do better.
I'm surprised nobody pushed him when he tried to do that horrible photo op in front of that church. Dan, man, your thoughts?
They got tear gassed.
Yeah, that's right. Dan, your thoughts?
And we saw the clip, Trump. Like, you can't lie to us. Like, we saw it on the same app you put this out on. Like, the guy, it was an old guy that you tried to give y'all back his the mask, and y'all just pushed him down. Like the film don't lie. So, like, this is just blatant at this point.
Yeah, and he fell so slow that you knew it was real. Jake, your thoughts?
Trump, you a piece of shit. And why they calling Antifa or the anti-fascist organization? Why they calling them terrorist organization? And we still got the KKK out here terrorizing the nation. Like I don't know, any powerful racist white person accusing certain organizations of being terrorist organizations. Like, this country is a terrorist country. It was built on terrorism. This country was built on terrorism. Like, there's so many hypocrisies that people be trying to throw at us and shit, and it's bullshit. And I'm tired of it. Motherfuck Trump. He could eat a dick along with Oprah and Gail too.
I understand. I totally agree with you, my brother. We're gonna move to number 6. Jake can answer number 5. We're gonna move to number 6 with Ahmaud Arbery update. Anybody got an update? Dan, hit me with it.
Yeah, so this is a tweet that I found about it just again when the cops came to his mom and told him about her son death. They said that he was shot and killed inside a house as he was trying to rob it, which is just that's
so ridiculous, bro. That's so ridiculous.
It's so heartbreaking. Like the fact that they were just about to they were just about to just call this a death and just move on too. Like, how many times have they done this inside that state and just across across this just across the states, man?
My thoughts. I was watching the news and they was saying at the I believe at the preliminary how one of the officers that came and he spoke to one of the perpetrators. He's like, yeah, we got this nigga, or something along the lines of that. You know what I mean? So it gives you an ideology that they hunted this man down like he was a deer. You know what I'm saying? And they killed him off. I mean, that's just, it's horrible, bro.
Yeah, this was clearly the Klan. Like, this was clearly the KKK. Like, no question about it.
And they stood behind that badge. Jake, your thoughts on it, brother?
Man, go to the next person, man. I'm starting to get angry.
Malachi, your thoughts?
Yeah, so like Brianna Taylor, now this is blatant injustice. You know what I'm saying? It's at a different level. It's right here in our face at the same time of George Floyd. And just like you said, Tony, it's like we're being targeted out. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's specific. No matter what you do, if I can catch you slipping, that's how they see it. If I can catch you slipping and an opportunity for me to take your life, that's how we're gonna do it. And it's gotta stop. It's gotta stop. And we need justice. I don't care about they they came out with that. We need to stay on their neck about this, just like they stay on ours.
Yep.
I'm glad you mentioned that, my brother. You speaking about justice. I want to go to number 7. Karen gets slapped.
The Karen of the week, apparently.
Karen of the week. Yes.
Well, Malachi.
What is? Oh, okay.
Excuse me, you did say that she needs to go back to her country. What is that? Excuse me, this is what this whole world.
White people are not from this country. Don't serve her.
Yeah, you did not
Don't serve her racist ass.
You don't tell. No. Continue serving.
Black
Continue
lives matter,
serving.
bitch.
You need to leave. You're not a part of this. You need to leave. You're not a part of this. No. So you do not come in here and use the F word and swear and call me a bitch.
I've never even said
I said
that
she is, and
word.
you're not a
I've never
part
even
of
said
it.
that word.
So
You're
you
making
get out of
stuff up
here.
now.
I know. I said
No.
she is, and that's why she's leaving. So you will leave too.
No. It's going all the way. You don't know who I am. You told her to go back to her country where she's from.
I didn't even do that. That's assault.
Yeah.
You guys know that, right?
Yeah.
Where were you born? Where were you born, bitch? I was born in America, bitch.
Where were you born, bitch?
That's from. They're not from this country. You're going back to Mexico. Bitch, you better go back to where you're from.
You just walked into her. Excuse me?
Oh.
There it is.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
She took that like a G, though. I'm gonna give it to her. She took that shit like a G.
Pushed her and
She really didn't eat it.
Nope.
She really didn't eat it.
She retreated. She took it like a G, but she retreated like a bitch though. Like a little bitch, though.
She took that smack like a G, but she still get to walking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yo,
but that right there is that's the prime example of like of a lady like that. She would focus on the what instead of the why. I got smacked, yeah, bitch, but why did you get smacked? You know what I'm saying? Think about why you got smacked. You know what I'm saying?
I think also too, a lot of white people who are low-key white supremacists, they struggling right now because they go to is the police. And right now, the police in hot water, so they ain't coming to save your ass. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a lot of ass whoopings. You know, we saw last week with the dude with the bow and arrow. They fucked him up respectfully because he asked for it. You know what I'm saying? She got that ass smacked because she asked for the ass to get smacked. Daniel, your thoughts, bro?
Hey man, yeah. Grace slap, but she did eat that slap too.
She did. She ate that joint.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go to the next one. It's reopening COVID-19, reopening the world back up to COVID-19.
Stupid as fuck.
So as soon as they did, it began to spike again. So it's clear. What else do you need to know?
I don't know if Big Red she getting pressure from legislation to do this. You know what I'm saying? Or she feel like, hey, look, if I don't do this, I'm going to lose a lot of my votes. You know what I'm saying? Because they was protesting and stuff. They was bringing guns and gats up to the Supreme Court up in Lansing. You know, I don't know what the deal is. All I know is at the end of the day, you know, we should not be in these streets.
I'm with you.
We should not be out there. You know, I don't know. Whoa, wait a minute.
No,
conspiracy brother.
Hey, excuse me, you simple-minded brothers. I can see voices in my head.
Who the fuck is gonna think about it though?
Bro, you said we get it.
I'm
man.
back, brothers. I'm back. Live in the flesh. Today's conspiracy, because I know y'all brothers missed me for the conspiracy.
We didn't.
This week's conspiracy. Excuse me, brother.
Bro, just
I can see your voice talking to me.
The fuck you
That's
talking
what I thought.
You not even look at
see it.
Now, brother, this week's conspiracy is about them riots. As y'all know, I was down on them riots. Yes, I was. Riots all across the city. I know you want to be me. Now, these riots so happen to be at the same block that I serve these bean pies and grapes every week, my brother, faithfully. Now, these riots so happen to be at my same block on 6 Mile and McNichols, right on that corner, brother.
You in the hood? What you doing in the hood, bro?
Right in the hood. Smack dab in the middle of the hood. 6 Mile and McNichols. Meet me there tomorrow.
That's the same.
Excuse me, brother. Silence. Silence. I don't want no violence unless you are one of them. Now, back to my conspiracy. Now, this riot that they were having just so happened to rile up the people in such a manner that they needed to have snacks at this riot, at this peaceful protest. And these snacks was cutting into my particular profit, my brother. So I know that this whole thing is just a grand scheme of things to stop the conspiracy brother himself specifically to get his down so I can't do my rhymes and my conspiracies. See, if they weren't selling these snacks on my block, I would have made money that week enough to feed my family. It's all a part of the plan to keep the black man down.
So somebody else sold some stuff on your block, and and you saying that they set you up?
I knew you could see these voices as well, my brother.
I'm just trying to follow what you said.
I have no clue.
You got it down packed like a Cadillac with 4 flats, my brother. He
getting -2 bean pies on this one from me, bro.
Yeah. This is one loose bag of grapefruit. Conspiracy. Yo, stop playing with you. You're not supposed
with
to touch
my
your face.
real eye, I visualize these lies that they telling us, brother. Keep your real eyes open if you can visualize these schemes that they playing on your mind, brother.
Oh my God!
Did you get that shiki from them Democrats, motherfucker?
Excuse me, brother. Don't disrespect, or I have to blow the whistle like a ref with a tech, my brother.
What?
Right. Negative 50. Negative 50 koofies for you.
It's all right. We done. All right, bro.
Disrespect, brother. See, you guys will never have a real eyes on your third eye. You only have 2.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay. Oh man, that's conspiracy brother, ladies and gentlemen. Conspiracy brother. He is back, and I just want to. Hey, Jake, can we go to the chat? Let's see what's popping over in the chat, my brother.
Let's see what's popping in the chat. Let's see. We got the homie Brian Titus. What up, though, man? He said what did he say on here? He said, blah, blah, blah. Have you guys ever discussed the African American conservatives and their support for Trump? Yet most of them are angry about what happened to Mr. Floyd. I can't see how they could be doing both. It's like, nah, we haven't discussed that. Maybe we should discuss that.
You talk about the coons that support Trump.
Yeah,
you know, I'm gonna flat out say it. They coons. You know what I mean? And I don't care what you say. There's no way equivocal that you could support somebody that stews up hate. Period. You coon. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? We also got Charlie Matt. What up, Charlie? What up? The Matts, the supporters of.
What's up, Matt?
Charlie Matt. He says, right on, right. Why don't you pass the legislation? I think he's referring to the Democrats and shit posing that photo. Why you wearing that fucking kente cloth instead of like passing laws and shit? We don't care what you wearing and shit. And also shout out to Audra Jans. She
what's up, Audra? That's the homie.
Yeah, she ain't saying nothing in the chats, but I saw that she joined. And she also a supporter of the show, so we appreciate her. You know what I'm saying?
I got something in here. I got something from her in here. She said, I hope that Gail over Trump, Will Smith, dick eating party happens. I'm putting it out there like the secret. You know what I mean? That's what I got.
All right, word.
That's dope. Dan, you got anything before we head to the we got anything before we head to the wrap it up?
Let me see. Looking through the comments. We got our comment from Tony saying, Tony, you can do it. Put your back into it.
Oh wow!
That's you're slide dancing. Like,
shout out to Tony. Oh, he put the line dancing. Okay, all right.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like what the fuck? Oh, okay, all right, cool. Thank you, Tone. That's what's up. That's it.
You can do it. Put your ass into it.
Malachi, do you have anything in the chat, my brother?
Yeah, I do.
Thank you for returning too.
Yes, thank you.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. I had to take a break real quick, but I got Trey Davis, and on YouTube he says, "Haha, huh?" Trevi. I thought so. My bad, Trevi. Trevi Davis. He says, "Haha, I like how the camera guy says, nah." Then he put a dollar sign. Thanks for Trevi Davis for rocking with us.
Okay, thank you. That's what's up. That's all I got from YouTube. Well, we're gonna move straight.
Oh, my bad. Also,
go ahead, Jake.
Also want to send another shout out to Caitlin Shea, another supporter of our show. She be reposting our shit on Instagram and Instagram story. And she last one she said is specifically said these guys show is my new TGIF. So we appreciate that.
Thank you. We definitely appreciate that. That's dope.
We better than Family Matters.
Yeah,
right. We do got actually Hip in Detroit on Instagram. They be showing us mad love as well. Showing reposting our stuff. You got Julia Schroeder on Instagram. She shared our
Yeah, Schroeder. That's her last name. Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
Schroeder. Yeah, she shared us on Instagram. Patty shares us a lot on Instagram. And then Carlos Parsi, he shared us on Instagram as well. So we getting a lot of love from a lot of different places.
We want to say thank you all. Thank you all. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely appreciated, man. Like we do this because it's something we enjoy doing, and also we just want to bring you real dope conversation and real dope entertainment too. You know what I'm saying? Because we are for Black improvisers. That's and we miss being face to face doing the work. But if we can come from this angle and this avenue, we're gonna do it. With that being said, we're gonna hit to wrap it up. Dan, my man, with the plan, let's go.
I got 3 tweets for this week's wrap it up. There's the first one. This is us at NASCAR this week. Well, not us, because I know Tony's not doing it. Tony is not enjoying this at all.
Tony is like,
you know what, man? You know what? I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this. We get an inch and we take a fucking mile. We ain't never been in no fucking NASCAR, and we ain't going to no NASCAR.
I've been to the Belle Isle Grand Prix before. I walked in, and it was too sunny, and I walked out. but I went.
That's just too much. Like, come on, man. Certain shit we just ain't doing.
The one thing, just because they took the Confederate flag down, don't mean they ain't racist no more. Like, get the fuck out of here, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I tell you what, if we start going to these events, they'll shut the whole thing down.
Yeah, we do a victory lap when we don't need to fucking do a victory lap. Right now is not the time for a fucking victory lap.
No, but think about it though. Think about it. What if we start supporting NASCAR like we support the NBA? They'd probably change the whole league. They wouldn't even want to race no more. Right?
Niggas start doing donuts for no reason.
Everybody saying their keys. Like, right.
It's not the same, Bob.
It's not the same.
There's gonna be there's gonna be an Allen Iverson of the NASCAR doing all type of new moves and shit in the car and shit.
Imagine.
What, you see that nigga? He crossed the car over. Why he do this shit? Like, what the fuck?
Imagine if it was a Dennis Rodman in NASCAR where he made his car purple and shit. You know what I'm saying? He had a donut. He had a tire on the back of the car. You know what I mean? Like, yo, that's not even you don't even be doing that. You know, but you do it anyway. You know,
you got the Tupac of NASCAR. His car got a nose ring on it.
That nigga broke that car's ankles. I didn't even know he had ankles. What the fuck?
You know offhand what they'll be doing.
Stupid shit.
Everybody will be playing a bunch of fucking songs and it's not unison, they'll take out the back and they have some speakers in the back of the car.
Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. If black people do NASCAR, they ain't gonna race. They're just gonna park on the grass and talk shit. That's all it's gonna be. That's all NASCAR is. That's all. Like that's all they do.
Hey, we had a radio blasting. You got the extra speakers on that boy. Like it's gonna be too heavy to race. I don't care. I need my sound.
You're describing NASCAR right now. Like everything you described is all what the fans do there.
What?
Are you
Like,
serious?
Well, we talking about the drivers. We talking about they have black drivers.
No, I'm talking about if there won't be no races. There won't be any races. There'll be parked on grass and shit. Nothing.
You know how they had a guy there in the back. Yeah, you know how they win, right? They win it and they do the champagne. There'll be a bunch of fucking Hennessy. They'll be going up, doing all the dumb shit. Like, come on, man.
Right. Everybody else got cigars. They got backwoods stuff with grams in it.
All right, what the fuck is this shit right here?
Oh man, hell no! I'm looking at the sign.
This is a new game.
All right, here we go.
Are you serious?
Not me.
Hell,
yeah, they better cut the video off.
That dog was, whoa, man. You're like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What?
Who plays a game to get
turn that video off?
Because shit got real.
What the?
Is this what white people do? Is this what white people do? No. Black people do not do this. Like, have you ever watched Cops? Because they always send the fucking dog after the black person in Cops, and they be hauling ass too.
Right. That's the thing. They want to experience what we feel like when we get chased by a dog. That's not what you want to do.
No. That's not. You see that dog at the end start slowing down. That means they're not going to experience getting bit by that goddamn dog. They not. You know what I mean?
No, that dog bit something. That's why they cut the video off.
I don't even want to be the chick that let the dog loose. So you look too wild.
Facts. He could have been on her head.
Yo, that dog is healthy, bro. That dog
you couldn't do this in the hood.
Out.
So, you couldn't do this in the hood. Somebody down,
bro. Yo, that dog looks like he been taking steroids when he was running, bro.
He was like strongly strutting, like right, just like a little bull running, literally like a mini bull.
That's what he looked like, bro.
Right.
My last one is a helpful message from some guy in the White House.
Oh shit.
Back 3 million new jobs, lower unemployment rate, furloughed temporary layoffs, going back to work, green shoots popping up everywhere, stocks are soaring, POTUS policies are working. Stay with the winners, Trump and Pence and me. The best is yet to come.
Like, who is he?
Who is he?
I don't know. Trump,
he part of the 1%. That's who he is. And it's probably the only picture you'll see of him, too. You know what I mean?
Got no name on the video either. Like, no caption. America's coming back. He is America.
It just says the White House. That's all it says, the White House.
He's America. That's his name, America. America's coming back.
Mr. America?
Right.
Yeah, he's the guy behind the guy behind the guy.
Right, right. He's the real person that's really running things. Like, he came to speak.
He Illuminati's cousin. That's who he is.
Yeah, the way he's selling this, he almost selling it like Colonel Sanders trying to get you to get some chicken.
Yeah.
I'll have honey on it. Yeah. I'll bet you.
He kind of talking to me like a wrestling promoter, kind of. Like,
that's what he is. I swear.
Yeah. He a racist wrestling promoter.
Wow.
Be there now at Monday Night Raw. Come on down. We want you to.
The best.
And Mr. Man's actually fucked up himself. He's worse than Trump.
3 million new jobs.
I can see that.
Lower
Mr. McMahon tried to act like he was down with us this whole time. He never was.
Yo, fuck all of them. You know what I mean? That's where we at. This is it, Dan. That was the last one.
That's it. I'm all set, guys.
That's it. Well, I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, we have survived our 8th show. You know what I'm saying? And I want to thank everybody that's a part of it. Mask Off Dan, thank you, my brother. Mask Off Malachi, thank you, my brother. Mask Off Jake, thank you, my brother. You gentlemen have any last words before we get up out of here? Go ahead, Dan.
That's it. No, guys. I'll see y'all next week.
Malachi.
Yeah, thanks for everybody rocking with us. Continue to rock with us. We're going to continue to rock with y'all. It's Malachi Lee and the place to be. Wow.
Jake, go ahead, my brother.
I didn't know we started branding these things.
This is the shirt that
we do a shout out.
Miss Osha made. It's called you know what I'm saying? Support, but that's all crooked. Support Black lives, support Black respiration, support Black liberation. You know what I'm saying? The reason I ain't wearing the shirt is because my dumb ass ordered a XL when I really need a 2X, but it's gonna be some motivation to lose weight.
There you go.
And I lost 10 and I've lost 12 pounds, so I'm getting there.
Let's go.
Anyway.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
You know, we must. That's what's up.
Salute.
Shout out to everybody that's been rocking with us. Like Malachi said, man, you guys are fantastic. We love to chat. That's on YouTube. That's on Facebook. That's on what else we on? We on
Twitch.
Twitter. Shout out to Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Periscope. Everybody who rocking out on us on those platforms. We thank you. Also, we'll see you next episode, which is episode 9 and Friday at 9 p.m. So with that being said, peace, love. We out of here. Mask off. We out.
Boom.